let me introduce myself and then we'll move forward. Hi everyone, this is Sandeep Krishna. I'm a working professional as a data analyst with over 8+ years of experience total. And 5+ years of experience in the similar field, that is data analytics. And I work with many of the clients from US and UK and help them to understand their data itself in various tools, Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Python also. Right? And I'm here today to share some practical knowledge about the data and the current world, okay, and help you to get some hands-on also. All right. So before starting with the session, can someone introduce themselves? Okay, in the chat box. Uh, what is your background? What is your educational qualification? And do you know something about data analytics or anything? Just small, simple information about yourselves. Anyone, couple of them. I just want to understand whether you are a beginner or you know something about data analytics and or something else. BE in CSE, Sumit. Okay, BE in CSE. Thank you. BTech CSE. Okay, good. Next, anyone. All of you can put a message in the chat box. BTech MSc. Hello, sir. My name is Deepak, and I'm a working professional as a unit. Sorry, what is that? Unity game developer. Okay, good. With 3+ years of experience. Good morning, sir. BE in CSE, myself, Rakesh Kumar. Okay. BTech Mechanical. Okay. MCA, sir. Okay. Good morning. All right. Good morning. So most of us are, uh, are beginners in data analytics field. We can conclude that, right? I have done Power BI course. Good. Very good. Bharti. Myself, Vamshi, MSc in physics, working as QA lead. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm, okay. Praveen, I have completed MCA in 2020. After that, I worked as a software test engineer. Okay, okay. 3 years now, I want to become a data analyst. Good. Very good decision to become a data analyst. I am doing data analytics course. Abhijit Das. Okay. All right. Priyanka, pharmacy graduate. Okay. I'm doing data analytics course. Abhijit, I'm interested in data analytics. All right, good. All right. So gather all of your questions, whatever you have on data analytics and how to move forward. What is the course? What will we include in the course, or whatever it might be. And I'll answer all of those questions at the end of the session. Okay, I'll give 15-20 minutes to answer all of your questions. Meanwhile, we'll start with the session. Okay, thanks everyone for sharing your details, and we'll start with the session. Let me just share my screen. My name is Bisa. I'm holding MBA currently. Okay. I completed SQL and Power BI. I'm working in operations and looking to transfer into data analytics. Good. Okay. Morning, um, Jarina, BSc. After long gap, I've completed MCA. Now I'm doing data analytic course. Okay. Arpit Deva raised hand. You can put your question in the chat box. Okay. Meanwhile, let me share my screen. Okay. I hope my screen is visible. Can someone please confirm? Your video is not visible. Okay. My video is not visible. Okay. That is fine. All right. And no issues with that. Let me know if my screen is visible. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Uh, all right. Okay. So first thing, uh, why do you think we are here? What do we exactly know about data analytics? Anyone? See, guys, I expect from you to interact. Okay. There is only one medium. You have to speak, I have to speak, and it should be both sides. Okay. It should not be like I am teaching and you are listening. No. Okay. Nowhere accepted. Right. Be interactive. Wherever you have some doubt, stop me. I'll stop and answer your questions. Simple. Okay. All right. Anyone know what is data analytics? First thing, finding the insight information from raw data. Exactly 100% correct. Analyzing the data. Priyanka Kumari. Okay. Analyzing the data. All right. According to data, give insights. Learning BI tools. Okay, learning BI tools, not only BI tools, there are some other tools also. All right, we'll discuss about the tools also. Analyzing the data, not only analyzing. Analyzing is what do we exactly mean by analyzing? Okay, we have two things here. Okay, just a minute. I'll just reopen this. Data sorting, analyzing, and make meaningful insights. Understanding the data, analyze raw data from where. Yes, 100% correct. All of your answers are exactly correct. But let's understand that in a very detailed way. Just give me a couple of seconds. ETL and analyze data, understand the data. Yes, good. Some of you know what is ETL and what is EDA also in that case, right? We'll discuss about everything. All right. First, let's understand data analytics or analysis. Okay. Can someone tell me what is data? First thing, what is data? Basic, simple question. I don't need any book answers. What do you exactly, in general, what do you know about data? Simple. Information, set of information. Exactly. Any piece of information. Okay. Any piece of information. Okay. Before going with that, I'll just share you the agenda for today. First, let's understand all the basic things about data analytics and tools. What do we use and for what do we use, whatever it might be. After that, I'll tell you one simple concept, that is pivot table. Okay. Pivot table, and how can we perform this pivot table in Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Python too. Okay. And so we'll see all of these things today. Mostly it'll take 1.5 hours. Okay. So have some patience and then we'll move forward. Okay. Coming back. What is data? Data is nothing but any piece of information. It can be structured information. It can be unstructured information. The thing is, data is of two types. First one is structured. Second one, unstructured. Okay. Can someone tell me what is structured data and what is unstructured data? In simple words, structured data, unstructured data. Anyone? No one knows? Okay. Structured data is simple. Any information. Okay. CSV, Excel, structure, organized and unorganized. Yes, 100% correct. See, any data that can be stored in a table format. Okay. Any data that can be stored in a table format where we have rows and columns. Okay. These are rows and these are columns. We all know this, right? And examples like someone given CSV, Excel, SQL table, Power BI table, Python data frame, whatever it might be, everything or anything that can be stored in a proper table format where we have rows and columns, that is nothing but structured data. Now, can someone tell me what is unstructured data? Exactly the opposite of structured data. Unstructured data. Anyone? Unstructured data. Images, JSON, videos, images. Yes, 100% correct. See, unstructured data is again anything which cannot be stored in a table format. Okay, anything which cannot be stored in rows and columns, right? That is nothing but unstructured data. Examples like everyone said, images, audio, video, right? PDF format, text file, Word file, Notepad file, or anything, JSON file, whatever it might be, which doesn't have any schema. Schema again is a word that everyone should know. Schema is again database, or in other terms, it is also called as a table. Simple. I hope this is understood. Yes or no? Any questions still here? No? All right, good. Now, see here. Now let's understand the difference between data analyst, business analyst, data engineer, all the famous or all the famous terms. What is schema? Schema is nothing but our database or our table. Okay, in some tools it is called as a database. In some other tools it is called as a table. Simple. Our table where the data is stored. Yes, 100%. One second. Data analytics, business analytics, data engineer, data scientist, machine learning, agentic, sorry, nowadays this is very popular term, Gen AI and agentic AI. Anyone any one of you know the difference between all of these terms, or anyone? Simple. Do we know what are these terms? Let's start with the data analyst. Okay. We know what is data analyst. Like I said, analyzing the, like you only said, analyzing the data, getting some insights from the data. That is the work of data analyst. Now, can someone tell me what is the work of business analyst? Business analyst. Anyone? What is the role of a business analyst? What do they do? BA requirement gathering, etc. Okay, data analyst analyze the past data, business make decision based on the insights from the exactly 100% correct, Unnati. Okay, now see, simple thing. Data analyst only deals with past data or historic data. Okay, examples if I have to say, for example, we are dealing with sales data set. Okay, what happened to the sales from the last 10 years? Okay, what happened to to the sales for the last 10 years? Whether it is increasing or whether it is increasing. What is the year on year growth for these sales? Everything related to the historic, past data. That is nothing but data analyst. Okay, and here the tools that we use is, everyone knows this: Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, right? Power BI or Tableau. To some extent, statistics also. Now, is statistics a tool? Is statistics a tool? Same like Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Python. Is statistics is also a tool? No. What is that then? Process. It is a concept. Okay. Statistics is a concept. It is not process. It is a concept or subject, we call it. Part of mathematics. Okay. It is a concept, and we can perform statistics in Excel, statistics in Power BI, statistics in SQL, statistics in Python also. Okay. Mathematical concept. Exactly. 100% correct. Now, this is about data analyst. Now, business analyst. Okay. As a data analyst, I give some insights to the management, right? Now, what are insights? Insights. Most of you has said insights, 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 and insights. What do we mean by insights? Anyone? What do we mean by insights? Information we gained. Exactly. Information we gained. Okay. Now, in the previous example, okay, information we gained, key points from sales data, sales reports, real world meaning. Okay. Now, see this example where I've said sales have been, what are the sales for the last 10 years? Okay, from this kind of data, if after analyzing, if you are able to say sales have been increased for last 5 years, is this sentence an, insight? Can we consider this statement as insight? Anyone? Can we consider this statement, sales have been increased for last 5 years? Can we consider this statement as an insight? Unnati said no, everyone else said yes, 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 yes. Okay. This is not the exact insight. Okay. We cannot consider this as the exact insight. Why? Insight should be in numerical format. Yes, exactly. We are saying that sales have been increased. At the same time, we should also say that how much percentage have we seen increase? Yes. Is it 20%? Is it 30%? Or is it 100%? If we are able to say sales have been increased for last 5 years by 20% year on year growth, when we add numeric values, okay, to our insight statement, then that becomes our insight. That becomes our actual insight. This is not a proper insight where numbers are not involved. I hope this is understood. Yes, insight should also increase some numbers. That is the whole point. Am I going too fast or is it understandable? Yes or no? Fine. All right. I hope this is understood. Now see, as a data analyst, we'll give some insights after analyzing our past or historic data. Now, based on our insights given by the data analyst, now what does a business analyst do? They will be able to strategize. They'll be able to make some business related decisions for the company to increase the profits or sales. Simple. As a business analyst, we strategize and help companies to make some business related decisions so that they'll be able to increase their profits or sales. Okay, as a data analyst, we use Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Python. But as a business analyst, can someone tell me what tools do we use? What tools do we use as a as a business analyst? Flowchart. Okay. Next, visual tools, FRD, BRD. Okay. Next, see, same tools as data analyst. All the tools, Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, and business analyst will have one extra tool to handle, that is one ticketing tool. Ticketing tool. What do we mean by ticketing tool? Anyone know what is Jira? This is one of the tool that is handled by business analyst. Anyone know what is Jira? Yes, very good. What is Jira? M- Masala. Okay, good. I like this. Jira is project management tool. Project management tool. Yes, exactly. See, for example, you are working as a data analyst or business analyst. Okay, you are working as a business analyst, and you have got at the same time on the same day you have got 10 projects to handle. Okay, on the same day you have been assigned to 10 projects. Okay, now which one to prioritize and which one not to prioritize, right? To handle those kind of situations, we need Jira. That is nothing but ticketing tool. For all of these 10 projects, which project is opened? I mean, you have started working on. Which project is in progress? Which project is completed? Okay, to handle these kind of things, we need ticketing tool. And Jira is one of them. Okay, project management tool, exactly, 100% correct. Right? Now that we understood what is a business analyst, now can someone tell me what is data engineer? Because this is all of these terms, it is very important to know, right? Yes. Now what is data engineer? What do they do? Data engineer collect data. Okay. Only collecting? Is it only collecting? Who is set up tagging to get data? All right. Transform data. They build infrastructure. They build infrastructure. Important point. They build infrastructure. They collect the data, they organize the data, and also they build infrastructure. They build pipelines, right? See, for example, I'm working as a data engineer. I want to deal with sales data. Okay. Or I'm dealing with sales data. All the data that I need will never be, will never be available in a single website, right? That means I need to go through some various data sources to collect the data and put them in a proper table structure in our own database, right? So data engineer collects the data from various different sources. It might be websites, it might be company CRM tools, it might be surveys, it might be questionnaires, it might be from news or whatever it might be, from wherever, whatever the data source might be, they'll collect all the data and form that as a proper table structure for data analysts to use. Okay. Our data, I mean, our work as a data analyst starts from here. I hope this is understood. Data engineer, I'll repeat read that statement again. Data engineer collects the data from various different sources and form them as a proper pipeline for us. Simple thing. They build infrastructure, they build pipelines, collect the data, transform the data, deal with null values, deal with duplicate values, whatnot, everything. I hope this is understood. Yes. And what tools do data engineer use? SQL, Python. In most of they also use Power BI, Excel also, but in most of the cases, SQL, Python, and they also need one cloud platform. It might be Azure, it might be AWS, or it might be something else. I hope this is understood. Yes or no? Can someone please confirm? Tag manager, JavaScript. Yes, 100%. 100%. Whatever programming language it might be, Python or Java, whatever it is. Okay. Yes. All right. Now that we understood data engineer, can someone tell me what is data scientist do? What does data scientist do? First of all, what do we mean by data science? Data science, data scientist. What do they do? Who are they? Statistics. Okay. This is one of the important tool, important concept that they use for everything. And what else do we know about data scientist? No one knows. All right, data science is a process of using data, statistics, and algorithm to extract insights. Mathematical any tool includes statistics, machine learning, computer science. Exactly. See, using machine learning, 100% correct. See, anything that we do on our data, probability, machine learning, statistics, visualizations, Power BI, Excel, SQL, Python, whatever it might be, whatnot, everything comes under data science. Anything that we do with our data science is the collection of everything. Okay, it is not a separate tool. It is it is not a separate subject. Okay, everything that we do with our data, that comes under data science. They predict, they work on past data or whatever it might be. Okay, they also predict and they also work on historic data. Okay, historic data, as a data analyst, we also do that. And to predict something, what do we exactly need? Machine learning. Okay, forecasting something, predicting something. What will be my sales numbers after 2 years, after 3 years, after 6 months, whatever it might be. For prediction, data scientists use machine learning. To understand historic data, data scientists use data analytics tools. I hope this is understood. That simply, we can conclude that past, present, and future. I hope this is understood. Yes, that is a data scientist. And what tools? Same, all the tools, everything. Okay. And major tool that we'll use is Python. Simple. Major tool. They'll also use SQL, Power BI, Excel, machine learning, statistical models, and all the libraries in Python, right? Everything. Majorly Python. Next comes our machine learning. What is machine learning? And most of us are saying machine learning, machine learning, machine learning. But what do we mean exactly by machine learning? Guys, I need answers from everyone. See, yes. What is machine learning? Anyone? Most of us know all of these things. Learn from the machine. Sachin, learn from the machine. Exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite of what you have said, Sachin. Learn from the machine. No. Machine will learn from our inputs. Okay, Unnati, machine learning is a term from which machine learns. Exactly, that is what I've said. We will give inputs to the machine so that machine understand those inputs and give us whatever we need. Forecast, understand that historic data and predict that. That is nothing but machine learning. Machine learning, machine will learn something. We are not learning anything from machine. Machine will learn something from our historic data, and then it will give us all the predictions, all the forecasting, whatever it might be, using some regression models. Okay, linear regression, logistic regression, reinforcement learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, decision tree. Okay, random forest, XGBoost, right? All of these are the concepts again that is used by machine learning to predict the future, to forecast the future. Simple. Algorithms, using for prediction by using algorithms. 100%. All of these are nothing but algorithms. I hope this is understood what is machine learning and whatever it might be. In a simple words, or in simple words, if you have to say, um, for example, as a input to a machine, I provide 10,000 videos. Okay, 10,000 videos per machine learning. I provide this 10,000 videos as input. Okay, now machine learning, what does that our algorithm do is it will go through all the 10,000 videos and understand some patterns from it. What is happening in that video? What is the background? Okay, how many people are there? What are those? I mean, what are they doing exactly? Are they playing something? Are they doing something else? It will understand all of these patterns and then forecast our or predict our future. Simple thing. There are two more terms also: deep learning and CNN. Okay, deep learning. It is the advanced version of machine learning. Okay, CNN. It is nothing but convolutional neural networks. In more simple words, if I have to say, that is the exact copy of our brain, human brain. We, imagine something, we assume something, right? Based on all the assumptions from the historic data, machine learning gives us the output. Simple. I hope this is understood. Yes. And as a machine learning, I majorly use Python, statistics. Important thing is statistics for this. In statistics also, we have two things: descriptive statistics, inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics. As a data analyst, we use mostly descriptive statistics only. But as a machine learning engineer or whatever it might be, we use inferential statistics where we use different testings, hypothesis testing, null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis, Z test, T test, ANOVA, chi-square, everything. I hope this is understood. Yes. Now that we understood machine learning, next thing that we need to understand is Gen AI. What is this Gen AI? Famous, famous term in the market today. What is this? If anyone know what is Gen AI, LLMs, okay, chatbot, LLM, good. Next, any other answers from anyone? Generative AI. Yes, exactly. Gen AI is nothing but generative AI. That is the full form of Gen AI. But my question is, what do we mean exactly by Gen AI? Generating some data, creating new content based on ML. Exactly. Pre-training models generate content, correct? See, simple thing. One simple example is ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, or any other AI where we ask something and that gives us output. Okay, we provide some data and ask some questions. For those questions, it will go through the data and give us the output, give us the answers. Simple. NLP, right? What is NLP now? Natural language processing. Knowingly or unknowingly, we everyone uses NLP. Everyone who uses smartphone use NLP. Can someone tell me how? Everyone who is, using smartphone use NLP. Can someone give me, example of how are we using NLP? It's like giving a prompt to get output. Yes, exactly. Text to speeching, 100%. Siri, 100% correct. Okay, now see, simple example, Siri, or it can be Google Assistant also. Okay, once we open Google Assistant and for example, we want to go to some other destination, whatever it might be, right? And I'll open Google Assistant and just ask that voice commands. Yes, exactly. Using voice commands, I'll ask my Google Assistant to navigate me to Bangalore or navigate me to some other state. What will it do? It will actually process our natural language. Natural language is nothing but our English language that we speak with English, or it might be any other language that we speak with our Google Assistant, right? That will accept that language and convert that language into system understandable language and then get the output and convert that output to us back again. Okay, if I ask navigate to any destination. First, this will be converted into system known language. Okay, whatever it might be, system known language. After that, once it get the output, again that output will be converted into our human understandable language. Okay, that is basically where we see our map. Okay, where we see a blue line, red line, orange line, whatever it might be. That is nothing but NLP. Okay, Gen AI. I hope this is understood. Generally, Gen AI gives us some summaries of our reports. It will generate text, it will generate images, it will generate videos, whatever it might be. It will generate PDF, it will generate Word, whatever document it might be. I hope we understood this. Gen AI. Yes or no? Can someone please confirm? Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa. Yes, Alexa is also one other good example. Vaishnavi, thank you. I hope this is understood. Yes. Next comes our Agentic AI. Last one. Agentic AI. What is this now? What is this now? Agentic AI. Automate AI. Okay. 100% correct. Yes. Automatic. Okay. Can take independent actions. Yes, exactly, Arpit. 100% correct. AI agent. Okay. Now see, in simple words, simple English, without any human intervention. Okay. Without any human intervention, if any AI is able to perform some action automatically, take decisions automatically, that is nothing but agentic AI. One very simple and good example is everyone knows what is this one? What is this company? What is this company? Tesla. Anyone know what is this? Car company, car. Okay. Yes. Automobiles, basically, which manufactures automatic cars. Okay. One of the future of this automatic cars might be, for example, one real-time example. I have bought a Tesla car and there is no fuel in my car. It is parked in my parking lot. Okay. Airplanes autopilot. Yes, 100% correct. That is also true. Airplanes autopilot, whatever it might be. Now, understand this example. I have bought a Tesla car which is parked in my parking lot and there is no fuel in that car. Okay, there is no fuel or there is no battery. What will that do? Without my instruction, okay, without my instruction, it by default goes to the fuel station, fill the fuel, and come back and park in the same place. Okay, I don't have any fuel. Without my instruction, it automatically understand that there is no fuel in the car. It goes to the fuel station, fill up the fuel, okay, and come back and park in the same position. It automatically does everything. That is nothing but agentic AI. I hope this is understood. Yes, robotic medical surgery, 100% correct. Autopilots and uh, in most of the cars, okay, in nowadays we are seeing cruise, right? What is cruise model? What is cruise model? Robotic vacuum cleaner. Okay. What is cruise model? In automobile industry, cars. Self drive. Okay, self drive. What does that do? Okay, it'll have some sensors with agentic AI or whatever it might be. It is, uh, it has been placed and it understand the traffic, whether there are any vehicles around me. For example, this is me. Okay, it understand, it checks everything surrounding it and then go to left, go to right, or whatever it might be without any human intervention. Okay, it automatically does that. That is one of the example for agentic AI. I hope this is understood. Self parking in car, whatever it might be. Yes. Maintain a set speed without the driver need. Yes, 100% correct. Drone use in defense. That is also correct. I hope all of these terms is understood now. Okay. Now, important thing is, okay, what can we conclude from this? Everything here works on the insights given by the data analyst. That is the importance of data analyst. Now, see, understand this image. Okay, as a data analyst, we do this much. Okay, this is data analyst, for example. This one will be machine learning. Okay, I mean, data analytics is part of machine learning. Okay, and this is also a part of data scientist or data science. This is a part of AI. Okay, data science is the combination of everything, right? All of these terms, except for data analyst, will again depend on data analyst for our data insights that we get from our data. Okay, without insights, without the historic data analyzing, we'll not be able to predict the future. Am I correct? Am I making some sense? Yes or no? Yes, 100%. See, that is the importance of data analyst. I hope this is understood. Okay. Now, as a beginner, as a fresher or whatever it might be, if you directly go and learn machine learning, data science, AI, Gen AI, Agentic AI, you know, you'll not understand anything, right? Because all of the decisions will be dependent on historic data, right? So, data analyst is a very important role. We should be going in a sequence, right? First, we need to learn data analysts. After that, machine learning. After that, data science. After that, Gen AI, Agentic AI, whatever it might be. Okay, we should always start with data analytics. All right. If this is understood, let's move on to the simple topic in Excel, SQL. I'll tell you how to do or how to perform same topic in various different tools. Or first, can someone tell me? We'll just finish this in 2 minutes and then we'll go to the tools or topic. Why do we use Excel? Why do we use Power BI? Why do we use SQL? What is SQL and why do we use SQL? And why do we use Python? What are the importance of all of these tools? Data visualization, Power BI. Yes, exactly, 100%. Is Power BI only for data visualizations? Let's go one by one. Okay, let's go one by one. What is Excel and what can we do with Excel? All of them are used for data analysis. Exactly. ETL tool, report used to analyze and visualize data. Okay, correct. All of your answers are correct. Excel. What do we know about Excel? First thing, basic data analysis, Excel. Okay. See, we can perform same task in all of these tools. If we can perform same task in all of these tools, what is the need of having all of these tools? Can't we only handle Excel? Can't we only handle Power BI? Can't we only handle SQL or can't we only handle Python? What is the need of having various tools? With Excel, we can clean and analyze, also use some basic visualization, not like Python or visualizations. Yes, 100% correct. There are some limitations in Excel. Okay. Limitations in Excel. That is the reason why we go to other different tools. Can someone tell me what are the limitations in Excel? Someone said basic analysis and basic visualizations. Okay. Accepted, 100% correct. Limitations of Excel. Basic analysis and basic visuals. Good. Next, scaling large data, small data in Excel. Excel storing Power BI, clean the data, visualize automatically. Okay. SQL is connect to database, limited number of rows and columns. 100% correct. Okay. In Excel, the main disadvantage, the main limitation is Excel will only be able to store 1 million records. Okay. 1 million records, 1 million rows in simple words. How much is 1 million? Can someone tell me how much is 1 million? How much is 1 million? 10 lakhs. Okay. So there will be around 10 lakh rows in any Excel. Beyond 10 lakhs, if you have some other data also, we just have to store that in separate sheet or separate workbook. Simple. That is one of the main disadvantage with the Excel. Next, another disadvantage is the visual. Customization of visuals. Number of visuals that we can create using Excel are a bit limited. Customization is a bit limited. I hope this is understood. SQL is best for querying, correct? Right? Because we have limitations in Excel, we go to other tools like Power BI. Power BI can handle uh, much large amount of data when compared with the Excel. SQL can handle much large amount, and Python can handle, I mean, you know, more than all of them combined together. Okay, that's why we need all the tools. We can do everything. Understand this. If we have done some task in Power BI, we can perform same task in Excel also. Okay, we can perform same task in Python also, right? But because there are some limitations for each of this tool, we'll go to other tools. Okay, we know that Excel basic analysis and visualizations, whatever it might be, Power BI to create a report or a dashboard. And why do we need SQL? Querying is SQL is best for querying. What is SQL and why do we need SQL? Most of us know already all of these things, but there are some beginners also. That's why I'm explaining all of these things. Now tell me, what is SQL? What is SQL? All of your answers are correct. Accessing database, SQL is database to store the SQL is the database to store the data. Is SQL is SQL a database? Is SQL a database? No, it is the language. Okay, structured query language. Okay. Now, what is the structure? We know that already any data that can be stored in a table format. To understand that table format, we write some queries in the language that we know, English. Okay. Now, SQL is a language, that thing we understood. Now, why do we need SQL? Why do we need SQL? SQL retrieves data from relational database, which is communicate to the database. Okay. To communicate with the database. Okay. 100% correct. SQL communicate with the database. Why is there a need? Okay. Can't we access directly any data from the database? Why is there a need to develop a separate language for that? SQL is structured query language is used to store data within database and also manipulate the data. 100% correct. For easy access. Okay. See, the main reason is in any database, whatever data we store, okay, in any, understand the statement, 100% correct to nothing. Okay. Store zeros and ones, we don't understand. Okay. Very good, Unnati. Okay. See, any database, whenever we store something, that will go into the database and store in a binary format, zeros and ones. Okay, what is binary format? Is nothing but zeros and ones. If you store some PDF file in a database, that will go and store that in a database in a zeros and ones format. Okay, as human, okay, we don't understand that zeros and ones, right? As human, we can't directly understand the language of database, which is zeros and ones. That's why there should be a medium to interact with the data. What do we mean by interaction again? To understand, to read the data, to manipulate the data, to insert new data into the database, to update the data, to modify the data. In that case, to delete the data also, we need SQL. I hope this is understood. Yes. In SQL, again, there are two things. First one, DBMS and RDBMS. DBMS and RDBMS. Can someone tell me what is the difference between these two, DBMS and RDBMS? Relational. Okay, this is relational database management system and this is simple database management system. What do we exactly mean by that? I'll tell you. Database management system. Foreign keys, relational foreign keys, rows and columns. See, simple thing. In simple English, if you have to understand, database management system is nothing but storing all our data in the database in a single table. Single table. Structured way, both of these things deals with structured tables only, structured data only. But in DBMS, this is not a tool again. DBMS is not a tool. RDBMS is also not a tool. That is a concept. Okay, these two are concept. DBMS says that I can store all the data in in my database in a single table. Okay, that is what DBMS says. And what does RDBMS says? I'll split that data and store that data in multiple tables. Okay, to improve performance, if you have very large amount of data in a single table, okay, performance will be slowed down, efficiency will be slowed down, system speed will slow down, right? That's the reason RDBMS has been developed and stored this data into single multiple tables where it can have some relations. Okay, if two tables or any hundreds of tables, thousands of tables, doesn't matter for that case, if they should be connected, we should have some relation between them. Okay, that is what relational database means. Relational database management system means. We'll have multiple tables and there needs to be some connection between them. What is that connection? Common column. For example, in the table 1, I have customer ID. In the table 2 also, I should have customer ID. Then only I'll be able to develop some relation between them, develop some data model. I hope this is understood. Yes or no? Yes or no? Anyone? Is this understood? Should I repeat something again? Yes, Vaishnavi. Okay, thank you. I hope this is understood. Does RDBMS is part of DBMS? RDBMS, see, there are two separate things. Okay, the one thing is not part of another thing. Simple difference is in RDBMS, all the data is stored in a single table. Sorry, in DBMS, all the data is stored in a single table. In RDBMS, that single table data has been splitted into multiple small different tables to improve the performance, to improve the speed. That is that is the only thing. Okay. And because we have multiple tables, they need to have some common columns like customer ID, order ID. Okay. Product column, employee ID, department ID. Because we have common column, then only we'll be able to connect these two tables. If we don't have any common column between the tables, we'll not be able to connect them. We'll not be able to create some relation between them. Simple. I hope this is understood. Okay. Now moving forward, I'll end this in 1 minute. Python, why do we use? Majorly for automating tasks. What do we mean by automating tasks? For example, okay, if you have to send um, a EOD report, okay, an email, EOD, end of the day report, okay, daily basis, at any particular time, you have to send this EOD report, okay, summarizing all the data, creating some visualizations, whatever it might be, writing a simple paragraph where we have numbers which will be updated on daily basis, okay. Instead of sending an email, going to Outlook, opening that, creating a new email, writing the whole body structure, attaching some files. Instead of doing this with simple Python code, we'll be able to automate all those processes. If we just run Python code, it will open Outlook, it will create a new email, it will attach all the files, it will write all the email body, it will update numbers and send that also. Okay, that is nothing but automating tasks. One more simple example. As a data analyst, you'll have to update uh, simple tracker on daily basis, 5 times in a day, let's assume. Okay, using scripts. Yes, Python code. Okay, that is not called scripts, that is Python code. Okay, now understand this example. As a data analyst, you'll have to update a tracker, simple tracker where we use pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, or whatever it might be. By doing all of those things, you have to update this tracker 5 times in a day. Okay, that might take up to 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever it might be to update 5 times. Instead of doing that, I'll just write a simple Python code, okay, and create all the pivot tables, all the lookups, whatever I need. If I just run this Python code, this whole process of doing this 3 hours, where it is taking 2 hours, 3 hours, that can be done in less than a minute. Less than a minute. Okay, that is the power of Python. I hope this is understood. Automations, right? We will be able to create visuals also using other Python libraries like Matplotlib and Seaborn, right? All the data analysis, all the pivot tables, all the lookups we will create using pandas. I'll show you one simple example in some time. Okay. Now, before going to Excel, that task that I said I'll show you, can someone tell me what is the difference between this one? Difference between these two terms, report and a dashboard. Anyone? Report and a dashboard. I'll wait for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. In simple terms, what do you know about dashboard or report? Dashboard is overview of reports. Okay. Dashboard is single page with multiple visuals, static and dynamic. Okay. Dashboard has dashboard has many reports. No, we can't say that. Dashboard has many reports. No. Dashboard is a what is that? Interact. Okay, interactive visuals. Dashboards is a interactive visuals. Okay, and reports are multiple pages. Dashboards overview and report is detailed. Okay. Uh, okay. Collection of multiple live reports as a dashboard. Okay. Unnati, to the point. Exactly. 100% correct. See, understand this one, everyone. I mean, some of the other answers also correct. Now, understand this. Report is multi-page or multiple pages, we call it. Dashboard is a single page. That is the first difference. Okay. Dashboard is a summary. Okay. Report is a detailed analysis. Both of these things will be visuals. Okay. I mean, in both of these things, it will contain visuals. Okay. But the difference is in report, we can have multiple pages. In dashboard, it's a single page summary. Okay. In dashboard, we can pull out or gather multiple visuals from the report pages and put them in a single page. That is nothing but dashboard. One simple question. Understand the question. Can we create dashboard in Power BI desktop? Understand this question and answer this one. Can we create dashboard in Power BI desktop? There are two things in Power BI. One is desktop application and another one is Power BI service, which is the web version of Power BI. Okay. Can we create dashboard in Power BI desktop? Prashant. No, sir. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Most of us are saying yes. Um, I like the people who is saying no. Okay. I like the people who is saying no. Simple answer for this question is no. We can't create dashboards in Power BI desktop application. Okay. Dashboards are created only in Power BI service. Most of us, 90% of the people will get confused here. Okay. If some other person, third person comes to you and asks, can we create dashboards in Power BI? Your answer is no. Your answer should be, yes, we can create dashboards in Power BI, but in the web version of Power BI. That is nothing but Power BI service. I hope this understood. Yes. If you understand this, let's go to, let's pick up a small data set, understand one simple concept in different tools. Okay. I hope I'll just open this, whatever it might be, it doesn't matter. Okay. I hope my screen is perfectly visible and you can see the data also. Or let me increase the size first. All right. Can someone read the column headers that we have? This is simple Excel. Okay, if someone doesn't know about this. Okay, now see the limitation of Excel. Like I said, it can only hold 1 million rows of data. I'll just navigate to the end of this data. End of this workbook, where we see on the left side, all the numbers represent rows, and on the top, all this alphabet. Okay, letters represent columns, right? And if you see the number, last number in this sheet, 1048576, that is nothing but 10,48,000, sorry, 48,576. Only this much amount of data can be stored in Excel. This is about rows. And when it comes to columns, can someone tell me how many columns of data can we store in Excel? How many columns? Approximate. I don't need the exact answer. Approximate number of columns. 26, 350. Okay. 50,000. Not 50,000. Definitely not 50,000. Excel can't store that much amount of data. 1,000. Okay. The answer is 16,000. 165, 16,500 approximately. Okay. 16,000. So a single Excel sheet can store 1 million records of data, 1 million rows of data. At the same time, it can also store 16,000 columns of data. I hope this is understood. Now see this simple data set uh, where I have order ID, customer ID, Okay, product name, whatever product it might be, doesn't, I mean, we don't care about the name of that product. Category, I mean, these products are from which category? Basically, this is the order data set. Okay, I mean, as a customer, I order something. Whatever I order, that will be stored in this table. Okay, and what is it capturing? My order ID. It will be unique for every customer, every order. Customer ID, product name, category. I mean, which category item am I ordering? When did I order? When did I get my delivery? Price. What is the price of that product? Payment, how did I do my payment mode? I mean, what is my payment mode, whether it is UPI, cash, net banking, debit card, credit card, whatever it might be. Order status as of now, what is my order status? Has it been already delivered? Has it been placed? Has it been shipped? Or has the order been cancelled? That is one thing. How much quantity did I order, and what is the total amount? Okay, what is the total amount? This is simple, very simple data set which we generally use to understand most of the concepts in all the tools. Now our question is, now see how many records do we have here? Around 500, right? 500 records I have here. Now, for example, if someone comes to you and asks, someone has given you this data set and someone comes to you and asks, for each category, what is the total amount? For each category, how many categories do we have? I'll just show you. How many categories do we have? We have electronics, we have fashion category, we have grocery, home and toys. We have 5 different categories, right? If someone comes to you and asks, what is the total amount? That is, what is the sum of the amount for each of this category? For electronics, what is the total amount? For fashion, what is the total amount? For grocery, what is the total? For home, what is the total? And for toys, what is the total amount? What will you do? Is it easy to get that information just by seeing this data? Is that easy to get just by seeing that data without doing anything? Just by seeing this Excel data, is that easy? Formula. Which formula? I mean, it can't be done in formula also. I'll tell you how to do that. In Excel pivot, yes, 100% correct. Okay. With the help of pivot table, yes, 100% correct. Mm, Bisoy and Raha Swastika, correct. 100% correct. So see, understand one thing. There is one simple thing in Excel and all the other tools, that is nothing but pivot table. One of the most important concepts when it comes to data analysis. Pivot tables. Now, what are these pivot tables? Pivot tables, we see this data, right? In Excel, we see this data. This is nothing but normal table, whatever it might be. Okay, this is not in a perfect table format, but generally this we consider as a structured table, right? Now, pivot table is one more separate thing which gives us the summaries from our data, summaries of data in a table format. Okay, pivot table is nothing but it gives us the summaries of our data in again a table format. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that. Now, what is our question? Can someone remind me what is our question? What is our question? Anyone? What are we trying to see? Total sum of each category. Yes, sum of amount for each category, right? Very simple. Okay, very simple. I'll click anywhere inside this data. Okay, I'll just go to insert tab, right? Insert tab, understand this tab, just simple one. I'll click on anywhere inside the data. I'll just go to insert tab and click on this first option that is available here, pivot table. Okay, click on this. This will give me a small pop-up. First thing that is it is asking is select a table or a range. It is by default selected because we have already clicked on somewhere anywhere inside that data. Table is selected. You can see that with this dotted line in the background. Okay, where my cursor is. Second thing that it is asking is use an external data source. No, our data is already present in our sheet. We don't have to use any external data source. This is my option to select. Select a table or a range. Table is already selected. Next thing that is asking is choose where you want to insert this pivot table. Insert this pivot table in the new worksheet. That means it will add a new sheet to this Excel workbook and create a pivot table there, or create a pivot table in the existing worksheet only. Okay, I'll select this new worksheet, click on OK. What did it do? it has created a new Excel sheet with a pivot table. This is nothing but this is the place where we can create our pivot table, where we can create our summary from our actual data. On the right side, if you see, it says pivot table fields. What are these fields? Nothing but our columns inside our table. Okay, order ID, customer ID, product name, category. I hope you can see this. Everyone can see this. Order ID, customer ID, product name, category, order date, delivery date, price, payment mode, order status, quantity, amount, and all the other columns that we have in our data. Is this clear till here? Am I going too fast? Can someone please confirm? Am I going too fast? No? Clear? All right. Now, our question is, we need to get for each category, what is the total amount? Here on the below right side, if you see, there are four areas here. Okay, four, whatever it might be, four areas, four options, whatever it might be. One is filters, one is columns, one is rows, and one is values. Okay. Now see, now read our question. Just we just want to get per category, what is the total amount? Okay. So that I'll just drag and drop. It is just simple drag and drop again. I'll just drag and drop this category column into rows. Okay. Now see this pivot table, what will happen? See here. Now pivot table is showing all our five categories, whatever we have. Now once I drag and drop amount column into values, because we want to get total amount for each category, I am dragging and dropping category into rows and amount column into values. By default, it will show sum of amount. By default, it will show sum of the amount. Is this understood? Guys, understand this. This is very important. Okay, I'll just zoom in for your. Okay, I hope you can see that now. What is it showing? Per each category, sum of amount. By default, whenever we drag and drop any numeric column into this values region, okay, it will give us sum of amount, sum of all the values for each category. It is nothing but like group by. Okay, I hope this is understood. I'll tell you that again. See here, understand this. Okay, I have product column, okay, and number of units sold. One simple example, one more simple example, just to understand what is pivot table. Product column and unit sold column. Product A, B, B, C. All of these are product names, whatever it might be. We don't have to worry about that. D, D, D. And unit sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, if someone comes to you and asks, what is the sum of units sold for each category? That means for A, on a total, how much units have been sold, we have to show that. For B category, what is the sum of units sold? For C category, what is the sum of units sold? For D category, on a whole, what is the sum of units sold? Now, can someone tell me what will be the output for A? Output for product A. What is the sum of units sold for product A? For product A, 4, 4. Okay. I love the people who is saying 4. Okay. Why only 4? We are not counting number of orders. We are trying to get sum of units sold. Sum of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, not count. If our question says how many orders have been placed by A product, how many orders have been placed in B product, how many orders in C product, how many orders in D product, then our answer should be 4 for A. For B, it should be 2. For C, it should be 1. For D, it should be 3. If our question says how many orders, this will be the output. Now our question is saying what is the sum of orders or sum of units sold? Our answer will be for A, it will be 10. For B, it will be for B. I mean, how did we get 10? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. For B, it will be 5 plus 6, that is 11. For C, it will be 7 because we only have one thing. For D, it will be 10 plus 9 plus 8. Anyone, can someone tell me what will be the total sum of units sold for D product? 27. Okay, we have got sum of units sold. Same thing that we have done here. Same thing that we have done. We have just tried to analyze for each category what is the sum of total amount. Okay, is it clear till here? We just have to drag and drop in the pivot tables. Yes, 100% correct. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. All right. Did we understand till here? Can someone please confirm? Yes. All right. Okay. For example, okay, one more situation. I don't want sum of amount. I want to see what is the average of amount. There are different aggregate functions, right? What are those aggregate functions that we have? First one is sum, second one average, third one count, fourth one maximum and minimum. Okay, we have seen example for sum. Now, for example, I want to get what is the average of total amount for each category. Re Ashwin, you want me to repeat something? Sorry, Ashwini. Ashwini, you want to repeat? I mean, you want me to repeat something? 8, 2.5. Okay, which one do you want me to repeat, Ashwini? Okay, let me finish this average example, then I'll come to that your question. Meanwhile, you can type your question, whatever you want me to repeat. Okay, now see, I want to get average of, okay, we'll take this same example. I have product column, I have unit sold column. Now I want to get for each product, what is the average of units sold? What will be the, what will be the output for A, B, and C, D? For A, what will it be? Okay, Priyanka said 2.5. Okay, yes, okay. All right. What will be the output for product A when I want to see what is the average of units sold? Just simple. We just have to find what is the average of 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the average of 1, 2, 3, and 4? 2.5. 2.5. For B, it will be 5.5. For C, because we have only one record, it will be 7. I mean, there is no average to find. For D, what will it be? For D, 9. Exactly, 100% correct. So, same thing for all of these product categories. Okay, I want to find what is the average amount. Now, what will I do? I'll just drag and drop same values column here. By default, it will show sum aggregate function because when we drop any numeric column into this value field, it by default shows sum. Now, how to convert this into average? Okay, now see, I'll take same amount column, drag and drop into values again. Again, it will show sum. Now see, I'll just go to, everyone see this small drop down here on the right side of this sum of amount to whatever it might be, whatever it is saying. Okay, everyone sees this small drop down. Yes. I'll just click on this. Go to the last option that is value field settings. Value field settings, I'll just click on that. Now see, summarize value field by sum, count, average, minimum, maximum, product, that is nothing but multiplication, standard deviation, variance. Okay, all of these concepts are statistical concepts, but we are just going to understand what is average. By default, it will show sum. I'll just select average from here, click on OK. Did the numbers change? Did the numbers change? 100%. So here, whatever we see here, 152402, that is the average of amount for electronics category. Whatever we see here, 123306.9423, that is the average of grocery. Okay, so like this, we'll be able to find some average count. Okay, let's see count also. Okay, for each category, how many orders have been placed? For each category, how many orders have been placed? For that, I don't need amount column, right? For that, I don't need amount column. If you just see the data set, okay, either we count number of values or number of records, number of values in this column, it will be same. If I count number of values in the category column, then also it will be same. If I just count number of values in the payment mode, then also it will be same. If I also count number of values in the amount column, then also it will be same. Why? Because we don't have any blank cells. I hope this is understood. Okay, so I can use any column into the values. Okay, now see, I said whenever we drag and drop any numeric column into this values area, by default it will show some aggregate function. But now understand, now I'll just select product name. Okay, product name is not a numeric column. I'll just drag and drop product name into this value again. By default, it will show count. So the important point here is, okay, now let's understand this output first and then we go to that. Okay, now 95. What is this 95? 95 represent that there are 95 orders from the electronics category. There are 118 orders from the home category. There are 89 orders from the toys category. Did we get the count? Yes, we have got the count. How did we get? I have just dragged and dropped any text column. Okay, any text column into the values. So the point that should be noted here is whenever we drag and drop any numeric column into the values area, that by default shows us the sum. Now, second point, whenever we drag and drop any text column into the values, by default it will show count. Simple thing. I hope this is understood. Yes or no? Yes, no, maybe. Can you all hear me? Yes, all right. Thanks for the answers. So this is nothing but pivot table concept. Whatever we want to summarize from our data, understand from our data, we can use this pivot table. Okay. Now, for example, I want to create a graph for this. Okay, create a visual for this. Click on anywhere inside this pivot table. Just go to pivot table analyze or simply go to insert. Insert charts. Okay, I want to show this in a sir count show 500, but the data is 1500. Why? Data is, I mean, we don't have 1500 records in our table. If I just go to the last row of the data, it says 501. 1500 is the order ID. 1, 2, 3. Order ID might be anything, right? It is not the number of records that we have, right? 1500 is the one of the value in our table. That is not number of records. Number of records are represented by rows. That is 501 here that we see here on the extreme left. Okay, why 501 and why is it showing 500 there in pivot table? Because header is also included here. First row is nothing but our header. After header, if I just select the whole values, you can see the count here also, which says count of 500. Sachin, I hope you understand this. You understood this. Yes? All right. Now see, what was I saying? Insert charts, visuals, right? Now for this table, okay, let me just show you a simple one. I'll just remove average amount. I'll just remove count of amount from here. Okay, remove field. Now, simple thing that we have is category and product category and sum of the amounts. Okay, I'll just go to insert, create a column chart for this. Okay, just click on anywhere inside this pivot table, go to insert, just select the column chart or any other visual that you want. It will just create a simple visual for us. Okay, I hope this is understood. Now understand the difference. Okay, I mean, we did not understand anything just by looking this raw Excel data. But same thing if you just look at this visualization, is it more clear or not? I mean, from this, what can we interpret? Home category is the highest category, which have got most sum of amount or whatever it might be. Second thing is electronics. Third, toys. Just by seeing this visual, we'll be able to understand which category is leading, which category is lagging, right? That is the power of visuals. From this, for example, okay, we don't have any data labels. I mean, we don't have any numbers on this. I mean, these columns, these are called as columns. We don't have any numbers. For example, I want to add numbers on these columns. I'll just go and click on this plus symbol. I'll add data labels. Check this data labels and click off, deselect this grid lines. You'll get to see more clearly. Home category, this much. I mean, actually there is no limit, but mostly in another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or I'll end this. Okay, Sakshi. All right. So this is how pivot chart and pivot uh, table works in Excel. Now, for example, I want to do the same thing in SQL or Power BI. Okay, let's go to Power BI first, then we'll go to SQL and Python. Okay, whenever you open Power BI for the first time, the interface looks something like this. Okay, the interface looks something like this, where we have blank report, one lake catalog, Excel workbook. So from the second option that we see here, one lake catalog, Excel workbook, SQL server, learn with simple data, get the data from other sources. All of these are nothing but our data sources from where we can pull our data into Power BI. For now, I'll just select blank report. The interface looks something like this. Okay. I'll tell you, I can explain you all of these options that are available, but Not as of now. We don't have much time now. I'll just show you how to create that pivot table here also. First thing that we need to do is we need to import our data. I'll just go to Home tab, Get Data, get data from Excel workbook because we have our file, our data in the Excel file. I'll select that Excel file that is in the that is on my desktop. Uh, what is that? One second. Where is that? We should have that on my desktop. Have that. Just give me a minute. Order sample is the file. Excel workbook. Desktop. Oh, where is that file? Just a minute. Why is it not showing? Let me. File type issues. All files. Thank you so much. 100% correct. Now it will show. Okay. What was our Excel file name? Order sample. Okay. This is in the CSV format. Okay. That's why. All right. Good. Thank you. Okay. Open. Thank you, Abhinash. Just select that file, click open. Now that Excel file, CSV file, whatever it might be, will be imported to our Power BI file. Then we can do anything. Okay. This is the actual data. How does it look? I'll just click on load because we don't want any transformations to be done. What a transformation? Just any cleaning or adding any new columns, removing any columns, whatever it might be, cleaning our data, um, excluding blank cells, replacing blank values, whatever it might be, that comes under transforming. Okay. For now, I don't want to do any transformations. I'll just import that file into Power BI. Once we import, okay, in this data region to the extreme right, we'll be able to see that table name along with the columns that we have in that table. I'll just show you one second. Again, here, everything is drag and drop. Okay, everything is drag and drop again for any of the visual here. By default, there are 30, 35 visuals available in Power BI. Everything is drag and drop. Okay, I'll show you that. One second. I'll just wait for it to load. Just give it a bit. Is it boring? I mean, are we bored? Are we feeling sleepy? No? All right. Very good. Okay. Now see here. Data got imported to our Power BI. Now what do we see here inside this data? I mean, this region is called pane. Okay. Data pane, visualization pane. The name of these things, data pane, visualization pane, and filters pane. In this data pane, we'll be able to see the table name. Table name is order sample. And if I just expand this, okay, you'll be able to see all the columns that we have inside that table. I hope this is understood. Data pane is used to show table name along with the columns that we have. Okay. Now I'll just expand this visualization pane. Okay. To create a pivot table, here the concept is called, I mean, we'll create that in a visual format only. That visual is called a matrix visual. Okay. We have simple table visual and we also have a matrix visual. Now see, in simple table visual, okay, let me show you something in Excel again. I'll just remove this. Okay, now see here, we have already done this category and sum of amount for each category. Now I want to see for each category and for each payment mode, what is the sum of amount? That means for each category, it should show from UPI, how much did we get? From net banking, how much did we get? From debit card, how much did we get? All of those details. Now what do I do? I'll just use this columns area. Okay, I'll just drag and drop payment mode into the columns. Now see what happened automatically. I have got category wise and payment mode wise, cash, credit card, debit card, net banking, UPI. And for each of this, what is the total amount? Okay. In normal table, what did we do? We have just customized only rows and values. But if you want to analyze two parameters, that here is category and payment mode, I'll use columns area also, right? Same like this. Here, normal table will only allow us to customize rows and values, but matrix visual will allow us to customize rows, columns, and values. Simple thing. Okay, now see, I'll close this one. Once we insert that matrix visual, now see what options do we have here? Rows, columns, and values. Now, can someone tell me what will go into this area? It is just drag and drop. We just have to drag and drop our columns into these areas. Now, which column should we drag and drop into rows? Can someone answer this one? You need T. You can get that, Arpit. Okay. Order ID. Okay. Category. Abhinash. Category. 100% correct. Now see, because why category? Because we want to analyze our data category wise and payment mode wise, right? Now see, I'll just use this category column into rows. Okay. Just double click and drag and drop. We'll just wait 1 second. Category into rows. We'll just wait for that visual to get updated. Okay, doesn't matter. Category into rows and in values, amount column. Okay. Where is that amount column? Okay, here is the amount column. I'll just drag and drop into values like this. Okay. Now I'll just increase the size. We have got the data. I'll just increase the size. Just a minute. I'll go to view, click on this, go down, customize current theme. Okay. Text, increase the font size, apply. Now I hope you can see, you can read the data. What did we get? I have just dragged and dropped category column into rows and sum of amount. Amount column, simple drag and drop into values. By default, again, it will show sum only. If you want to change that to average, I'll click on this drop down. If you just click on this drop down, it shows sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, standard deviation, variation, variance, doesn't matter, whatever it might be. Okay. Now this is our simple data where we have category and sum of amount. Now I want to analyze per payment mode also. Okay, per payment mode also. Then I'll just drag and drop this payment mode into columns area here. Okay, just simple. Now see, did we get the same data? Let's just verify. For electronics category, the values, the first value, cash value is 2709001. Did we get the same data? 2709001. Let's check one more thing. For toys UPI, for toys UPI, 2639542. For toys UPI, 2639542. Did we get the same thing? What if I put category in columns? What if you put category in columns? This electronics will be seen as one column, fashion will be seen as second column, grocery in third column, home in fourth column, and toys in fifth column. Simple. I'll show you that also. Okay, payment mode, I'll put in rows. Category, I'll put that in columns. Same, just showing that in a different format. That's it, nothing else. Rows and columns will be transposed, changed, simple. I hope that is understood. Yes, we'll get the same numbers. Yes or no? Did we understand this? Yes. This is how we do that in Power BI. Okay. Now, for example, I'll just go to Python. Okay, I'll not take much of the time. We'll see simple couple of things in Python, and then we'll see. Okay. This is how. This is where we write all our Python code. The application name is Anaconda. After you download Anaconda application, one of the tools or one of the application sub applications inside that Anaconda will be Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Sir, can you explain in SQL too? Yes. Moving forward, I'll explain SQL also. Don't worry about that. Okay. Python. All right. Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Python has different libraries. Okay. Python has different libraries. Majorly for data analysis, we use 4 libraries. First one is NumPy. Second one, Pandas. Third one, Matplotlib. Fourth one, Seaborn. Matplotlib and Seaborn, these are to create visuals. Simple thing. Pandas, this is where, I mean, Python is all about pandas when it comes to data analytics. This is where we analyze, we'll transform our data, we'll you know, clean our data, we'll deal with blank cells, we'll deal with duplicate values, everything is dealt in pandas only. Pandas is the library that we should use. Next, what is NumPy? Numeric Python. We here majorly deal with matrices. Okay, matrices subject, I mean topic we have studied in school days maybe. This is nothing but 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, okay, matrix. And if we have one more matrix, 1 2 3, matrix addition, matrix multiplication, matrix division, subtraction, whatever it might be, we do with arrays or matrices, we deal with in NumPy. Okay, for all our data analysis work, we deal that with pandas. Okay, NumPy for arrays, exactly, 100% correct. Okay, so first thing that we should do is import that library into our Jupyter notebook. How do we import that? Right, just import pandas as PD. Now we know that pandas is the library name, right? We are trying to import that and storing that pandas library as some name. Okay. I mean, you might ask, is PD is the mandatory thing that we should give? Instead of PD, can you give anything? 100% correct. Okay, if not PD, you can import pandas as ABC. If not ABC, if not PD, you can import pandas as your name also. I can here simply write Sandeep Krishna. Okay, import NumPy as NP. So generally we use these things. Okay, import NumPy as NP. NP is nothing but short form of NumPy. Import pandas as PD. PD is nothing but short form of pandas. Import matplotlib as plot. PLT. Okay, that is short form of matplotlib. Import cborn as SNS. SNS. Cborn. Okay, that is, these are the short forms that we use generally, but you can use any short form. This is just like a alias name that we give. Exactly. Banu, 100% correct. Okay, we can use in number. No. See, generally we use this one. You can use any letters or combination of letter and numeric, but it should not be only numeric. Confusion. Okay, we are trying to avoid that confusion only. Instead of writing PANDAS long form, we'll just write PD. Simple thing. Okay, after importing, we just have to import our CSV file. Okay, CSV file or Excel file, whatever it might be. As of now, our data is in CSV file, right? So I'll just import that CSV file here as, I mean, with using of this function read underscore CSV. If I have my data in Excel file, I'll write read underscore Excel. I hope this is understood. Okay, any other file, we have other functions also to import. We are just writing df equal to pd dot read underscore CSV. What is this df? Df is the name that we are giving to this table after importing. Okay, data frame. Yes, exactly. Df is like a name that we give to the table after importing into the Python, Jupyter notebook, basically. PD, if I import pandas as ABC. Okay, if I import pandas as ABC, now whatever inbuilt functions that are present in pandas, if I have to use any one of them, I just have to write that alias name ABC dot read CSV, read underscore CSV. I hope this is understood. Okay, it is just the name that we have to use. As of now, I have already imported as PD. So I'll change this to PD. Okay, read underscore CSV. After that, I'll just give the link, okay, or path. We call that path of that file. Where do we get that path from? I'll just go here, Excel file, right click. You will see properties option. Okay, this is the path for any file. Okay, any file you right click, open properties, you'll get to see the path or location. I'll just copy this one, go here into our Jupyter notebook and paste that. And that should be placed in double quotes. Starting of the double quote and ending of the double quote. Why double quotes? Whenever we write something in text format, in any formulas, in any libraries, in any functions, whatever it might be, we should put that in this double quotes or single quotes. Okay. Now, after importing, this is the way that we import Excel file. After importing, show me that table. DF is that whatever, DF is the name that we have given to the table. I'll just ask that to print DF. Okay. We can't, I mean, we don't have to use that print of DF. We can write like this also. but we don't have to write print statement again and again when we are dealing with data frames. Okay, simply execute this one using control enter. You will get to import that file here into Jupyter Notebook. After importing, now how to create that pivot table? Anyone know this Python already? After importing, I'll tell you. Okay, after importing, I'll just write df1. Okay, any name or whatever it might be, any name you can give or you don't have to give. I'll just write pd dot, because yes, very basic, I know. Okay, pd dot, I'll just write pivot underscore table. Okay, pivot underscore sorry, table. Same like, sorry, same like we have written here, read underscore CSV. This is one of the function, inbuilt function in pandas. We also have one more inbuilt function, that is pivot table. Okay, pd dot pivot underscore table is the function. Inside this, we just have to give what should be our rows, what should be our columns, what should be our values. Simple thing. Okay, first input of this pivot table function is data frame name. What is our table name that we have imported? DF. We have stored our table in the DF name. So I'll give DF. If you stored our table in on your name, for example, Sandeep Krishna or whatever your name is, we just have to give that as our first input. Okay, first input is done. After that, rows in Excel pivot table is nothing but index here in Jupyter Notebook. Just the name change, but not functionality change. I'll just write index is equal to category, because our rows should be category column. Okay, after that, I'll just write values equal to, in double quotes, amount. Why are we using double quotes again? Like I said, whenever we use some text, whenever we write some column name in any of the formula, we have to use that double quotes. That is a mandatory thing. If you don't use, you will get to see error. I hope this is understood. After that, values, amount, then I'll write, by default, we were getting sum. If we change that to average, we were getting average. If we change that to count, we were getting average in Excel or Power BI. Here we have to mention that aggregate function, AGGFUNC, aggregate function equal to, again in double quotes, I'll write sum. I hope this is understood till here. This simple formula. Okay, you don't have to go deep. Just understand this basic thing. If this is understood, simply execute this one. You will get to see pivot table. Okay, key error. What is that error? 1 second. Category. Did we write spelling mistake? CATGORY. Okay, it is, the actual column name is small c. Here we have written capital C. If I just change this to small c and execute again, you'll get to see per each category, same numbers. What is the total sum of amount? Here we have used aggregation as sum. That's why it is giving sum of amount for each category. Now, for example, I'll remove this sum. I'll write count. Okay, count. I'll simply execute this one. You'll get to see for each category what are the total number of orders that have been placed. Is this understood? Yes. Now this is simple thing. Now next, for example, I want to analyze with payment mode also. That is, category wise, payment mode wise, what is the count of orders? I'll just use columns equal to payment mode. Okay, double quotes. We'll just verify the spelling. What is the payment mode? Or else I'll just copy this and go here, paste it. Okay. After writing columns is equal to payment mode, that means we are saying that our row should be category, column should be each value from this payment mode column, values, pick amount column, aggregate function count. If we just simply execute this one, now what did we get? For each category wise, cash, credit card, net banking, debit card, and UPI. I hope this is understood. Yes. So this is the way we create pivot tables in different tools: Excel, Power BI, Python. Now we'll see SQL also. Okay, is this understood till here? Yes, all right. Let's go to MySQL. To execute this, SQL is a language, SQL is structured query language. We need some application to execute those queries. This is called a client application. That is nothing but our MySQL workbench. 8.0 C is the version. Okay, I'll just open that. Can we also use data frame df.describe to get number summary? Yes, 100%. See here, same thing. I'll just write df.describe. Okay, what is it showing? What are the count of values? We have 500. We had 500 records in our table. That's why it is showing 500. In the order ID column, what do we have? In the customer ID column, how many records do we have? In the price, what? How many do we have in quantity? How many do we have in amount? How many do we have? And mean value also, because all of these are numeric columns, it will calculate the average. It will calculate the standard deviation. It will calculate what is the minimum value in that column, what is the maximum value in that column. 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 75 percentile are nothing but the positions. At the 25th percentile, what is the value that we have? At 50th percentile, 50th percentile is nothing but exactly middle value from our table, from our data, whatever it might be. What is the value then? For 75 percentile, 3/4 of our table. What is the value that is present at 3/4 position of our table? Okay, 75th percentile. I hope this is understood, right? So let's go to MySQL without wasting any time. All right. Whenever we open MySQL, the interface just normally looks like this. 75% means 75% data is below. Yes, 100% correct. Okay, how does this work? I'll tell you in 30 seconds. Just see this. When we are saying 25th percentile, okay, for example, we have 100 records in our table. Okay, 100 rows in our table. 25th percentile, 50th percentile, 75th percentile, 100th percentile. Okay, the maximum number, for example, this is the amount column and we have 100 different values, 100 different records. What is the maximum value in this 100 records? That is nothing but our 100%. Okay, what is the minimum value in our in this amount column? That is nothing but our 0th percentile. That means the value that is present at 0th percentile. Now, what is 25th percentile? The value that is present at 25th percentile position. What is 25th percent of 100? 25, right? So the value that is present at 25 row, that is nothing but our 25th percentile. Okay, this is 100. For example, we have 1000 records. Okay, or uh, let me just make this 5000 records. Okay, 5000 records. And what will be the 50 percentile of this 5000 records? The value that is present at 2500. Why 2500? Because 50% of 5000 is nothing but 2500. Okay, the value that is present at 1000th record. Okay, the value that is present at 1000th record will be our 20th percentile. The value that is present at 4000th row. Okay, the value out of this 5000, the value that is present at 4000th row. Can someone tell me what will be the percentile? Okay, I mean, even if you don't understand something, doesn't matter because we are not going to deep of these things. Just for your understanding, I'm telling that if from these 5000 rows, we want to get the value that is present at 4000th record, what will be the percentile? If 1000 is 20th percentile of 5000, what is 4000? 75th? 80 it is. Okay, because 80% of 5000 is 4000. I hope this is understood. Okay, now out of those 500, one more simple question. Out of these 5000 records, okay, if I want to search 75th percentile, which record should I see? Out of these 5000 records, if I want to search for 75th percentile, which record should I see? I mean, which row should I refer to? 3500. Why 3500? Krishna Tulasi. Why 3500? Hope the records will be sorted based on amount for those percentages. Yes, we are not worried. I mean, we should not be worried about the sorting or whatever it might be as of now. Just as an example, okay, I'm just giving an example. While we start with the live classes, then we'll see everything in detail. Just for your understanding. Now, what is 75th percentile from this 5000 records? It is just simple. What is 75% of 5000? 3750. Okay, that the value that is present at 3750 position is our value of 75th percentile. I hope that is understood. Okay. I mean, you don't have to understand this in more detail. Don't worry about this. Okay. Now see, now let us understand how to create pivot tables in MySQL. Now, whenever we open this MySQL workbench, the interface looks something like this. Okay. Here it says MySQL connections. When you connect to a server, okay, this is like I said, it is a client application where we write all our queries and run them to get the output from the database. That database is nothing but our server. Okay, we have to connect to a database that is nothing but a server. Then only we'll be able to extract our data. Local instance MySQL 80, root and localhost 336. Now this is nothing but my system server, my database, my local database that I've connected to. If I just click on this, whenever you install this MySQL workbench, you will get to automatically connected to this any server, whatever it might be. In that server, once you click on that, you'll get to see the interface like this. Okay. And what is this interface? Here on the left side, it says schemas. What did I say about schemas? What did I say about schemas? We'll end this in maybe 10 minutes. Okay. From now, we'll end this in 10 minutes. So be patient. I mean, okay, I understand this, but we'll end this soon. All right. What is schemas? What did I say about schemas? Schema. I've said that schema is nothing but a database or a table, right? Database or a table. Once we connect to that server and open that server, on the left side, it shows all the list of databases that are present in that server. Okay, databases that you see here, the list that you see here, ABC, Kingdom, Naresh IT, Naresh ID2, XYZ. All these five are the databases that are present in my connected server. Simple thing. Graphical representations, no. Schema is not about graphical representation. It is about databases and tables. Okay. Now see, I have 5 databases in my server as of now. Okay. Now, for example, I want to see, okay, if I just expand this, any one of this, okay, for example, this third one, Naresh IT, I'm just expanding. What do you see here? Tables, views, stored procedures. If I expand one more time for this tables, now these are the table names ABCD, ABCD, customers, dataset, deleted records, or orders, employees, order, sales. All of these are nothing but tables that are present in Naresh IT database. Okay, these are all of the list of the tables that are present at the Naresh IT database. Okay, Naresh IT database is again nothing but a schema. Okay, now for example, I want to import that Excel file, CSV file to this. Okay, then what do? I'll just go into whatever database I want to import that. For example, I want to import that file into this Kingdom database. I'll just right click on this Kingdom database. Okay, right click. You'll see one option. One second. One option that is table data import wizard. Table data import. That means we'll be able to import any data. Click on this. It will ask for a file path. Okay, you can just copy paste that file location again, or you can just simply browse. Browse order sales. Sorry, order sample is our file. I'll just click on open. Click next, 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 next. Okay, table will be imported in couple of seconds. Yes. Okay, finished. Click on next again. Finish. Okay. All right. If I just expand this kingdom now, see the tables, you'll see that order sample. This is the table that we have just imported. Okay. Now see to select to show any, I mean, for example, I have imported the data I want to show or I want to see what is the data that is present in that table. Okay. Then I'll write the most famous statement in MySQL. Select star from my table name orders underscore sample. Okay, orders underscore sample is the name of my table. I just want to see what is the content that is present in this order sample. Then I'll write select star. This star represent everything, every value, every column, every record from this data. I mean from this table. Okay, select star from XYZ. Yes, 100% correct. So I'll just execute this one, control enter again. Okay, it is showing an error. Why? Because no database selected. Before, okay, we are just saying show me the data from this table, but we have not said which database should be used. Okay, this table is present in which database? Kingdom database. So I'll just write use kingdom. Okay, first I'll execute this use kingdom. Now see all of these schemas that are not highlighted. Okay, now after I execute this statement, use kingdom. Okay, now see kingdom became bold. Bold. All of the other databases are normal. Kingdom only became bold, right? That means we have entered into that database. From that database, I want to see what is the content that is present in the order sample table. I hope this is understood. Same data set where we have order ID. Now in the output also you can see 500 rows returned. That means in our table we had 500 rows, right? Order ID, customer ID, product name, category, order date, delivery date, or whatever it might be. Okay. Now see uh, all the columns we have got. Okay. Price, quantity, and amount. Okay, we have amount column. So now our question is we want to see category wise total amount. Okay, category wise total amount. Then what will we write? To see the whole content, we'll just write select star. Okay, for example, I'll just write select um, category, comma, amount from table name. Okay, now the difference between writing star and category, comma, amount. Okay, I'll just simply execute this one. What is it showing now? Only category column. At the same time, it is showing amount column also. Now we want to group these categories and see the total amount, right? Category wise total amount. Now for that, I'll just write select category column, comma, the aggregation that we want to perform is sum. I'll just write sum of amount and show that we just have to, I mean, we are creating some new column, right? The output should show category and total amount, right? Total amount column, correct. That column should have a name that is total amount. I'll just write total amount. Okay, that means perform this aggregation and show in the output with this name. That is the meaning of the statement. Okay, now same thing again from order orders sample, that is our table name. If I just simply execute this one, okay, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? If I just simply execute this one, what do you think will happen? Error, Deepak. Why? Exactly 100% correct. Why error? What is that error? Wrong table name. Order sample. Table name is correct. Table name is correct. Okay, we'll just simply execute this and check. Okay, error code. Now see, we have got the error. Same column without sum. Okay, let's see. Let's understand. Now see, guys, we want to get the output same like this. I'll remove this payment mode as of now. We want to get the output in the same way. For each category, what is the sum of amount? Okay, for that, we are using category column and aggregation we want to perform is sum and store that as total amount from order samples. After this, I just have to group by category column. Okay, category column. Then if we execute this statement, the output that you'll see is for grocery, what is the total amount? For electronics, what is the total amount? For home, what in the output also, if you see here, 5 rows returned. That means we have only 5 categories. Without group by, we can't perform some exactly 100% correct ban. Okay, as will give for table, not for columns. As will give for tables, not for columns. Now see here, I have used total amount. Okay, instead of this, I'll use my name, Sandeep Krishna. Now see what will happen for this output column. I'll execute this one. That output column header will be Sandeep Krishna. Whatever you give, this is mandatory thing. Whenever we are trying to create something new column, some new aggregation, we have to give a name for that. Without name, okay, I'll just remove this name and execute. What do you get to see? By default, it is taking this name, the formula that we have used, sum of amount. Okay, we don't want to show that, right? Just simply write as total amount. TA, total amount, total sales, total value, whatever it might be. Okay, simply execute this one. You'll see that column header in this output. I hope this is understood and simple one. Is this, sorry, is this understood? Yes? All right. Okay. If this is understood, that is what I want to share for today's workshop. Now, if you have any questions related to anything related to data analytics, now you can ask me. Okay. One simple thing. Uh, okay. I'll answer that, Priyanka. One simple thing is we are starting a new batch in the Naresh IT from tomorrow. You can attend free demo sessions. If you, I mean, after that free demo sessions, we'll start with live classes where we'll see all the Excel topics, all the Power BI, all the SQL, all the statistics, and all the Python. Everything in detail, starting from basics till the advanced level. Okay, I'll be teaching everything, and you can come offline also. You can come online demos. I mean, you can join online demos also. Doesn't matter whatever you join. We'll continue. All right. Next, now coming to your question, Priyanka. Class timings. Okay, I'll tell you. Class timings morning 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Okay, fixed and only weekend. Sorry, weekdays. Okay, in week offs, nothing. I mean, you'll not disturb me. I'll not disturb you on weekends. Only Monday to Friday, same time, 8 a.m. You can come offline, Amirpet. Online, you can join from wherever you want. Okay. Now, answering your questions, Priyanka. What is the future of DA in AI world? Does DA have coding and mathematics? Okay. See, data analytics is nothing coding. We'll not write any complex coding in Python. Yes, we'll write some couple of lines of code, but that is not the actual coding. You don't have to know any coding to learn Python. We'll start everything from basics to the advanced level, but we'll not use much of coding. Data analytics is not about coding. Okay, data analytics is all about using inbuilt functions to calculate something, to analyze something, to transform something. That is what. What is the future of DA in AI? As of now, see here, as of now, everyone knows this. As of now, if I go to ChatGPT and ask for some formula or for some Python code, it gives us. Okay, that is not the question. But as a data analyst, our responsibility is also to explain something, to storytell something, right? That storytelling cannot be replaced with AI. Okay, future of DA. As of today, also we can get all the formulas, we can get all the code, whatever it might be, from the ChatGPT or any other AI, whatever it is. But to handle that AI also, we need some person who understand all the logic, who understands all the formulas, who understands all the technical things about the data analytics. That is where we come in. Okay. So future, uh, manual work will be decreased. Everything will be automated by using AI. That is what I can say. 100% guaranteed. Okay. No jobs will be lost. Jobs will be more in the next 2 to 3 years. You'll see more number of jobs in AI, data analytics, data science, machine learning, whatever it might be. Okay. More number of opportunities will definitely come. Class timings 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Offline, you can come to Amirpet. Online, you can join from anywhere. Tell me once, Jashwant Reddy, what do you want me to tell me? Did you ask some question? Jashwant Reddy? No, I don't think so. Tell me, what is your question, Jashwant Reddy? You can ask. Okay, Unnati, good morning, sir. I am currently pursuing MCA third semester. In this semester, I have learned data science and I have also been practicing it for the past few months. I have built a machine learning based project as well. I understand basic concepts clearly, though I did not take help from various platforms like, okay, where is it? Sorry. Help from various platforms during the project development. Being honest, my concern is that whatever I contact HRs from data analytics role, they ask for only experience and often do not even review my resume. This have been quite discouraging. Because of this, I decided to join this course. There will not be expectations of 100% placement guarantee. I believe expecting that from any institute is unrealistic. 100% valid point, Unnati. Okay, but to become more technically strong, gain proper guidance, and understand the industry's right way approach, I am ready to give my 100% effect to this course. What is generally seek is your guidance and support. 100%. Whatever we have said is also very true. When we go to the market, most of the people, uh, not every, I don't say every company will ask for experienced people, but some of them are asking. Okay. Even if you have non-technical experience, you can use that. For example, I'll tell you a situation. Okay. I am working as a marketing. or sales employee or whatever it might be. Okay, on daily basis, I don't do any data analysis. I only deal with calls. I make calls, I convert them. Okay, for whatever product it might be. Can I use this experience as a data analysis experience? The answer is yes. Okay, how? I'll tell you. While mentioning it, we have to play with our resume. Okay, while mentioning some points about this current role, sales executive, in our resume, if I just mention my responsibility is taking calls every day and converting, asking them to convert or whatever it might be. If you just mention these kind of things, it won't work. To show you, to portray us as a data analyst, we just have to play with our resume. Yes, we can show that by just mentioning the points like this on your resume. I have my conversion rate is 90%. That means for every 10 employees I have called, 90% of them has been converted to the whatever it might be, to the product, to take that product or whatever it is. Okay. And uh, how much company revenue is generated by your conversion? What is that you are putting, what is that you are getting from the outside to your company? What is the revenue that company is generating from your thing? If you just try to mention some numbers in your responsibilities, that becomes our data analytics experience. Data analytics is not limited to any role, any department, anything. It can be used anywhere. Okay, now coming back to your question, that is again depends on company to company. If they want experience, they'll ask for experience. If they want, most of the companies also want freshers. Okay, it's not like 100% of the companies want experience only. Most of the companies want freshers. Okay, it will be based on how we apply, how we design our resume and everything like that. Okay, and your chances will definitely increase after this course, because this course is not only learning. After learning, you'll also have screening test. After that screening test, you'll also have mock interviews. After that mock interviews, you'll have CRT classes where they'll explain all the detailed projects and how to answer interviews, how not to answer interviews. If they ask something, how you should respond. Everything is in proper guidance, and you'll get to see everything. Okay, what should I add in my resume so that I will be shortlisted? See, if you are a fresher and you don't have any experience, your projects matters more. Projects matters more. Okay. And this answer is for everyone. Now understand this. Okay. I have seen hundreds of resumes. Okay. Till now, I have seen hundreds of resumes, and most of them you are putting your resumes. I mean, projects in your resume will be either sales data set, either finance data set, or HR data set, or Zomato, or Uber. Okay. I have seen these projects only on many of the resumes. This won't work. HR also, they are way too intelligent than us. Okay, they are way too intelligent person than us. They'll automatically understand. Okay, if you have just mentioned sale, finance, HR, Zomato, Uber, they'll understand that you are one of many. Okay, you are one of many. Then what is the use of getting you with the same projects? Okay, that's why we go with real-time projects. For example, real-time projects. Now understand this. I'll just take gold price. Okay, gold price, and try to analyze this gold price for the past 25, 30 years. Collect that data from different data sources. That is where our job starts. Collect that data, analyze something. What is the year-on-year growth? What is the monthly sales trends look like? And based on the historic data, what can be the next year price? What can be the next year price? So if you do all of these things real time with the real data, that is where HRs will be impressed. Okay, if we just put all of these common projects on a resume, that doesn't work much, right? You have to go with real time. For example, gold price, or one more example, real estate in India, real estate in Hyderabad, how are prices changing, year on year growth. I mean, if they are making any losses, so we should analyze all of these things. Or recently Indigo issue, whatever current situations going on in the news worldwide, we should pick any one of the topic and start collecting the data and start analyzing the data. Indigo issue, recent times, right? Or India Pakistan war issue, we have n number of topics to choose. Okay, we should put our efforts. That is what. Okay, I mentioned this course experience and certification. It will take add value. Yes, 100%. If you get a certificate from Naresh IT, it will definitely add value to your resume. Duration, total course time. Total course time, it might go up to 3.5 months approximately. It might go up to 4 months also. Uh, Total course time, 3.5 months. Approximately, it might go up to 4 months. What about mathematics in DA? I mean, statistics is the mathematics, subject that we'll deal with. I am not going to teach you algebra. I am not going to teach you all the basic mathematics. Aptitude, no. Okay, data analytics is different, aptitude is different, reasoning is different, everything is different. Okay, we'll see about statistics and how to analyze our data. Simple. Okay, I'm not going to teach you algebra, I'm not going to teach you calculus, everything. Okay, that is nowhere related to data analytics also. Hello, sir. I'm currently working as a Unity game developer in VR. Okay, Deepak. For the last 3 years, I am thinking to switching my domain from game development to other trending technologies. Am I considered as a fresher in this particular domain? And what will be the average CTC for a data analyst beginner? See, you have 3 years of experience in game development, right? You can definitely 100% use that experience whenever you apply for data analyst. Now, again, that will depend on what responsibilities and roles that you mention on your resume. Okay, if you, okay, you are developing a game. Okay, if your roles and responsibilities on your resume says, I write code, I write Java, HTML, .NET code to develop these games, that can't be used as a data analyst. You should mention some numbers on your resume. That is what I have developed. I work with a game development company. I have analyzed their game data where I have seen the conversion, how many downloads, how many subscriptions they have got, what is the play of that subscriptions, how much revenue are they generating, how much revenue are they losing. So if you just mention these kind of points on your resume, you seem like a data analyst person, not like a game developer person. So that is what I was saying. You need to play with your resume. Okay, that should be the main key point. And what will be the average CTC for a data analyst? If your 3 years experience is not used, okay, average CTC that a data analyst will get is 5 to 7 LPA. If you use 3 years, it might go up to 10 to 12 LPA. Okay, average, approximate value. I am saying approximate value. This is again dependent on company to company. As a beginner, for all of one, this answer is to everyone. As a beginner, you might get 5 to 7 LPA, and if you have 2 years experience, 3 years experience, it might go up to 10 to 12 LPA. I hope this understood. Next, Arpit, duration 3.5 to 4 months. What are the mandatory skills to become a data analyst, sir? Mandatory skills is all of our tools, mainly communication, storytelling. Okay, you have analyzed everything, you have got all the insights from our data, but if you are unable to explain that to any client, to any higher management, okay, you have said that you have got, after analyzing your data, you have seen that product A has been increased, product B has been decreased, product C is sometimes increasing, sometimes decreasing, and based on some percentages. Okay, if you are unable to explain these insights to the higher management, waste of doing everything. Okay, it is waste of doing everything. So communication is the key. Along with the analysis, we should also try to practice our communication, try to improve our communication. Okay, that comes only with the practice. Okay, if you join our sessions, it is not only about data analytics. I'll also try to help you with the communication. Okay, weekly basis or once in every 10 days. Okay, I'll ask some of you to present something, some of you to explain something. Okay, just to practice ourselves. You might know the concept, but how to put forth that, you should know that also. If you don't know that, no use. Like I said, I'll definitely try to improve your communications also. And if you are coming to data analytics, all the tools, Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, statistics, main tools. No prerequisites, no nothing. You can directly come because we are starting from the basics. Class timings only, sir. Class timings are from 8 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. and Monday to Friday. That's it. Does it cover data engineering? No. Data engineering is a separate course where you have to learn cloud platform. That is nothing but Azure or AWS. That is a different thing, and this is different thing that is not covered here. Okay, as of now, I don't have any experience, Unnati. Okay, but looking for internship in Python, SQL, etc. Yes, you can get internship opportunities from Internshala website, or there are some other websites also, LinkedIn, Naukri, whatever it might be. Okay, you can get that. Sir, how will we distinguish between AI generated correlations and human verified causations? How will we distinguish? Why is there a need? Sorry, why is there a need to distinguish? First of all, if you have developed a project, you have forecasted something, you have used AI. Without using AI also, you can develop that, whatever it might be. Client or higher management will only see the output. They will never ask you, how did you this? What is the process of doing this one? How did you calculate this? How did you calculate that? How did you predict that? They'll never ask you any questions like this. Whether you have done with the AI generated or whether you have written your own formulas or whatever it might be, no questions will be asked in AI generated or human verified. Okay. So do we have mathematics? Mathematics, yeah, that is what statistics, not complete mathematics. During this course, how many number of projects will complete? See, again, I'll tell you how to do, what not to do, everything. From the day one, if you start collecting your data, collecting any real-time data, you can do n number of projects. From the day one, for example, gold price or whatever it might be. If you have got this data, you can start there itself. One real-time project only that you have done. Okay. For Excel, I can give you projects that I can explain you projects. That is not a matter. Okay, I'll definitely do that also in my course. Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python. Four projects definitely for sure. Okay. As it has statistics, does as it has statistics, does a person who is poor in mathematics and uh, BPC background can learn DA easily? 100% Priyanka. I mean, there is no question in that. Okay, even if you don't know statistics, I will help you to learn from basics because there is nothing in statistics. Don't think statistics as a much more technical, much more complex concept or subject. Okay, that is very simple, very simple. I'll help you learn that. Okay, whatever it is, don't think Python as a complex one. Don't think SQL as a complex one. Python and SQL are the most easiest tools in DA. Okay, do we get taught statistics from basic? Yes, 100%. Priyanka, yes. Prashant, how will we distinguish between? Okay, same question. Also, can you tell me, can you tell project domain like from healthcare, banking, or anything else? See, the domain can be anything. Okay, the concepts that we use in that projects are the most important. Okay, the concept domain can be anything. It might be education related, it might be healthcare, it might be sales related or finance related, whatever it might be. The important thing is the concepts that we are using in that project. How did we develop that project? Okay, that your questions in the interview will be based on that, not on which industry did you pick. Okay, I have 3 years of experience in MNC in different stack line ERP. Okay, Arpit, again, 100%. I mean, this course will be suiting to you 100%. No doubt in that. You can switch your careers. Okay, are there any mock interview sessions? Yes, that is what after completing the course with me. Okay, there will be a screening test. If you qualify for that screening test, the qualification mark is just 50%. I think if you qualify for that, you'll get to see CRT sessions, you'll get to see mock interviews, you'll get to see different projects, how to explain, how not to explain, what is that, everything in detail you'll get to see. Okay, which courses you can tell, sir? I'll tell you everything. I mean, okay, Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, statistics, everything will be covered by me only. Okay, you have seen my demo session. I mean, my explanation also, right? That in the same way, I'll cover every topic. I mean, like we explain to the small people, children, babies. Okay, I'll do that from the basic. Which cloud platform to learn for data analysis? You don't need any cloud platform for data analysis. You don't need any cloud platform. Okay, for data engineer, if you want to go to the data engineer side, then you need cloud platform. Okay, Azure or AWS. AWS, if you try for AWS, it will take 5 years, 10 years also. Then also you'll not be able to complete AWS. Okay, Azure is a bit easy to gain knowledge about. Is there any kind of official certification for data analyst? Like for Salesforce platform, there is PD1. Yes, for data analyst, you can do PL300, PL900. That is the Microsoft Certified Power BI certifications. Okay, you can also attend some hackathons, Hacker Rank, where they conduct some, they'll give you some questions and you need to answer them. Right, all of those things you can do. Yes, we can pay extra fees for this, sir. We can pay extra fees for this. I did not understand that question, Jaswant Reddy. We can pay extra fees for this, sir. Mm, I did not understand this question. Yes, sir, but AI is great at finding patterns, but often fails to understand why things happen. Yes, that is where we come in, Prashant. That is where we come in. Okay, AI is not completely taken as of now. I mean, data analytics cannot be taken up by AI completely as of today. Okay, that it might be in future, like 3 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever it might be. It can be automated also. But as of today, there are a lot of opportunities that a human can perform without AI. That is what I've said. Our manual work will be reduced by using AI. That is what we have to see the AI approach. Not like, AI will replace our jobs or no, not happening. Okay, you'll get to see more number of job openings going forward. Uh, okay, sir. General question: Windows 7 laptop is sufficient to attend your classes? Does DA have work? Does DA have work from home options as I have son to look after? Yes, Priyanka. I am currently working as a DA and I have hybrid mode. Okay, I mean I have to go to office for 2 days only in a week. For 3 days I can work from home. There are companies who are giving work from home options also. Okay. Uh, so I think that is the last question. I'll still wait for 1 minute if you have anything else to discuss related to anything, related to course, related to data analytics, related to industry or whatever it might be. Let me know. I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes more. I'll repeat that again. I mean, from tomorrow, we are starting I mean, you can come to demo sessions. After that, in this next week only, we'll start with the live sessions also. We'll first start with Excel, then Power BI, then statistics, then SQL, then Python. Okay. What about placement exam for online students? Uh, you have to come offline now, Nati, for that. I mean, that is not placement exam. That is just a screening test. Okay, for mock interviews also, for any other CRT class also, you need to come offline. Okay. Uh, which laptop need to attend classes like? I mean, you don't have to have separate specifications for that. 4 GB RAM also will work. The laptop I am using is also 4 GB. Okay, everything will work seamlessly. It's just that I mean, it might be a bit slow, but everything will work 100%. Okay. Again, see, one thing I suggest is do not buy anything extra. Okay, until and unless we get a job. All right. Yeah, I mean, see, that is the thing that we do. We need to get everything with the minimalistic things that we have. Okay, whatever we have, we need to try to get everything from that itself. Don't invest anything. I don't recommend investing money in buying laptops. I mean, more specification laptops, whatever it might be. We don't need that. Okay. Why waste money if we can do everything with whatever we have? Should we have to attend it offline? Yes, Unati. Screening test will be offline. You can attend that. Okay. Windows 7 or Windows 11? Windows 11. We prefer Windows 11 normally. Okay. For mock interviews also offline. Um, I think so, but I'll confirm you this tomorrow. Once you join demonstrations tomorrow, I'll confirm this tomorrow. For mock interviews also offline. Screening test will be offline, but for the rest of the things, I'll confirm you that tomorrow. Okay. How can you join this one tomorrow's demo session? You can go to Naresh IT page, Instagram page, or Naresh IT website. You can, you know, refer. I mean, register there, and you can join the demo sessions. And I'll show you that 1 second. Instagram page. Mm, Okay, this is the one. This is the post. Or you can register here, or you can directly contact admin people or whatever it might be. They'll help you. Okay. I couldn't download SQL to my laptop as it is Windows 7 old one. Old one, very old laptop. Uh, might not be able to download that. Hmm. Just update that to Windows 10 or Windows 11. You will be able to download. Okay, may I know with the rise of low code and no code platforms, who efficiently owns the data, IT, or the business unit? What is that? With the rise of low code, no code platforms, who efficiently owns the data, IT, or business unit? See, owner of the data will always be business unit, not any IT platform or third party application. Okay, owner will always be business unit, and we'll get some projects from the business unit only. Okay, they will have to give us some projects, then only we'll be able to work. You have the data, but if you don't know what to do, then what is the use, right? So business unit will be the owner. One last question can I ask? You can ask hundreds of questions, Unati, no stopping. Okay, good morning, dear students. Monday. Okay, so this is the you can reach out to admin Janaki NIT, and you can join the WhatsApp also from tomorrow 8 a.m. Again, this is what mentioned here. We are starting with the demo sessions. We are starting with the new batch. Here is the Zoom link, registration link. You have that in the chat box. You can register from there. Okay, in this week I'm having my exam, so I'll be able to continue class from 22nd. Well, 100% okay. Okay, 100% okay, Unnati, no issues with that. I prefer to join this batch rather than waiting for rescheduling the next batch. Yes, again, guys, you should not waste any time. Time is limited. Okay, time is limited, and as you waste your time, I mean, the toughness will become more tough to get a job. Okay. Yes, you can, Unnati, you can join this current batch only, which we are starting from tomorrow. May I know what is the rise of low code, no code? Okay. 4 plus 654. What is this, Prashant? 4 plus 654. Okay. All right. No one has any questions? We are happy to leave. Uh, if I need to meet you in person, do I need to come to Amirpet, not in KPHP? You have to come to Amirpet. I am not taking any sessions in the KPHP. You have to come to Amirpet. Yes, Priyanka. Thank you, sir, for the clarification. Thanks. Thanks, Priyanka. If you come offline, na, I mean, you'll have that environment there. I mean, you'll have your friends sitting beside you. They also will start learning. You can combine them. You can learn with them also. There'll be many things if you come offline. Online also same things, but you'll be alone online. That is what I can say. Same learning, same, no differences in the learning thing. I'll explain same concept, same everything. No difference in teaching. The difference in environment. That is what. Is there a fast track? No fast track batch, Manish. No fast track batch. I mean, no fast track batch with me, at least. I can say that. No fast track batch with me. Okay. Um, any other things, anyone? Or we are happy to leave and let's meet back tomorrow. I hope let's meet back tomorrow. And this session will be, guys, very useful for you. If you join the course, I'll definitely help you to achieve anything. I mean, everything. How to apply jobs, how to design your resume, what points can you add in your resume, what should be your headline on your LinkedIn profile, how should you design your Naukri, everything. I'll help you with everything. Thank you, sir. Session was good and informative. Thanks, Balaji. Thank you, Nati. Session was really good. Thank you. All right. I'll wait for you all tomorrow. Okay. I'll wait for you all. Bye, Priyanka. Bye bye. Thanks, everyone. If you don't have any questions, you can leave. Thank you, Krishna Tulsi. Thank you.